See, she points that way. Time to head back, get a drink. Got the pickup ready to go, trailers attached, and the plan today and tomorrow. Well, the plan today is to get the rig ready. I've got to check the oil, tires on the trailer as well, and to load it up with a couple of the boules, not a couple, maybe 4 or 5 boules. So that's those cut logs that are stacked, stickered, and strapped. Get them into the trailer and get them over to a local sawmill that has a kiln for drying slabs and wood. I'll throw my boom on it and see if I can lift those logs, or I'm going to break it. It's in there, but that was a challenge. It's an old trailer. I don't mind banging it up a little bit. This is the first load that I took over to the sawmill. From right to left as you look at the picture, you've got an elm log, about 6 feet to 8 feet. You've got the second elm, which is about 10 feet with some more elm on top. And that last one over to the left is an 8-foot cherry log. With the first load at the kiln, I started to prepare the second load I wanted to take over. This is a cherry log, and unfortunately my 1939 Ford 9N was essentially at its capacity. Had to drop this log and continue to load manually. This one is a large ash log, about 8 feet long, maybe between 8 and 9 feet long. Whew, without lift capacity, hard to move around. I've got this hand truck, makes it a little bit easier. Pickup truck's all ready, and I've got my trailer loaded. In the trailer today I've got ash, oak, and cherry, and this is the second load that I'm taking over to the Malwood Sawmill that also has a kiln, a wood kiln, that will allow me to get this stuff dried and ready for various projects. And on the way back, I'll bring back the first load that I took over to Malwood Sawmills. The sawmill is owned and operated by Dave Malcolmson, and I believe in just a number of years he's put some money into this and created a rather impressive operation. The red building there is where the kiln is located, so I'm going to bring it up around this corner here. Pulling. Yeah, there we go. There's the kiln right in there. The operation is filled with some great equipment, wood-mizer and Laguna. They're producing loads. I don't know what the board footage is, but so much softwood lumber. They have loads of live edge slabs for sale, lots of hardwood options. It's really impressive what they're up to, but the thing that I'm most interested in is this kiln that they have, and they've been operating for quite a while now. Just a very quick walk back in terms of, so the kiln is in here, they've closed it up. I'm not going to bother them to get a look at it. It's a wood-mizer kiln, but see they've got a resaw in there, multiple heads. Several guys taking care of logs, and then they've got finished lumber over here, all different dimensions, different And inside the shop, which I won't go in and do, inside the shop over there where they have the office, they have a whole bunch of finished slabs, which you can see on the website. Anyways, they, you know, this is a big operation. And even for a little guy like me, they make a service available with the kiln drying, so it really works out well for me. It's a good price. They do a good job. And here's the first load of lumber I brought over for them to kiln dry. Cherry. And the rest of this is all elm. Various, this pile, these two over here, this is all elm that they dried for me. So that looks really good. I'm most interested in terms of what's going on in the red shed here. This is the individual who runs the kiln as well. He is, I understand it, a cabinet maker and a carpenter by training. Dave Malcolmson has gone out of his way, from what I can tell, to assemble a group of individuals who understand the wood industry and what it takes to produce fine products. So lots of great equipment, great staff. Like I said, this gentleman's name is Morgan. Runs the kiln, and he's the gentleman who I've been mainly dealing with, he and Dave, in terms of the logs that I brought over for drying in their kiln. Again, this I think is a large edger and thickness planer. I think that's a wood-mizer product. But they're producing fantastic four-surface boards here for any project that you might need. Malwood's based in Spencerville, Ontario. Check them out. They might have the product that you could use in one of your projects or one of your builds. I've had a great experience with Malwood Sawmills, and I love showcasing a company from Eastern Ontario that's making a great product. I'm back in my shop with the first load of kiln-dried lumber. This is elm. Everything on this stack over this way is elm, and that is a cherry log. So let's see. When I took it over, I believe I was looking at somewhere between 12 and 15% moisture. 7, 6.9, 6.8. Keeps going down actually. So that's great. Let's take another reading over here on this one. 6 on that one. Let's wander over to a couple of these slabs. That's 6. So it looks like on average, at least on the elm, we're looking at 6. Let's test the cherry over here. Well, that's 6. And again, this is a mini ligno, and you can see right there how far the pins stick out, you know, maybe 2 to 3 millimeters. Ligno Matte, I think, is the company. It is a pretty good company in terms of wood moisture reading. The cherry is showing 6. You know, it may be a little bit more in the center of the cherry. That's upside down, but that's showing 6 at the middle there. I don't want to keep porking it with these spikes, but that's pretty good, you know. I'm pretty happy with that drying. As I said, or as I've already shown, I've dropped off another load, and the remaining logs I have to be kiln dried are these thick 3-inch pieces of oak, and then in the outdoor storage I have more elm that is running, I think, again outside in that 12 to 15% range. Let's see what this oak is. That's going to give me a false reading because I need to, oak is in group 2. Need to switch that over to 2. There we go, group 2. Oak is in group 2 on this little machine. Wow, that's 8.7. Yeah, 14. That's a better read. So that's 14 plus, I would imagine. And then outside, like I said, I've got that elm. So all in all, very happy with that. Very happy with this trip. This has been over there for 2 weeks. The elm was in for a week, and the cherry was in for 2 weeks.